Okay, I'm going to start introducing you to my wheels. This wheel here, she doesn't have a name. She's one of 3 wheels that I own. It's a Country Craftsman. I think they were made out in California, and the guy who makes them, I believe, is no longer alive. But there's somebody out west who still works on them, so they're no longer made. It is what is called a flax wheel. It's a double drive band. Let me get it so you can see this. It's a double drive band. This here, this piece, there's another rod that comes in here. There's an arm that comes out and up, and that's where the distaff fits to hold the flax. That also comes out, but for storage purposes, it's just easier kept there. This knob here is called the tensioning knob. Dougal has chewed on it. And this is how you adjust the tension on the wheel. What happens is you turn this knob, and there's a wooden screw that goes from here down to the mother of all, and you turn the knob and the mother of all will slide forward or back, increasing the tension on the drive band, which increases the tension on the bobbin, and causes a greater or lesser draw in of the wool. So I'm going to show you how I spin on this wheel. This is the wool that I'm spinning for J-Dog's mitts. And I have 2 of my dogs with me. That's Sophie, and there is Dougal. And they're going to sit and watch while I do this, I guess. Now keep your nose out of the way, Soph. Okay, so I'm going to attach the fibers. Hopefully you can see this. I'm trying to... Sophie, I don't need your help, honey. Go on. Dougal, move. Move. Get. Good boy. Okay, so I start the wheel spinning, attaching the fibers. So now it looks like I've got too much twist into my drafting stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up some more, get some of that twist out of there. Merlot, you go away too. I don't need your help either. Usually I have lots of help from all my critters. Alright, see if some of that will come out. And this is a very tightly spun yarn. Okay, drafting a little bit better. I'm waiting until some of those fibers grip into there. Okay, I'm going to start. I'm a right-handed spinner. I hold my fibers in my left hand and I draft with my right hand. We were actually talking about this at my guild the other day, last weekend, and people are saying that I'm spinning like a left-handed spinner. However, when they are spinning the same way, they're pulling back with their left hand rather than forward with their right hand. And I'm drafting with my right hand, not my left hand. Go on. Okay. If you can see this good enough. It's taken me quite a while to spin this yarn because it's pretty fine. This wheel is not really intended for spinning anything other than pretty fine yarns. The bobbins are really small. They don't hold a whole lot. Anyway, that's how I spin it. Now if I were finished spinning, what I would do is I would take this and... Oops. Merlot, go on. Hang on a second. I would finish spinning, I would take this and I would get that onto the bobbin. And then this is one of my favorite tools that I have. It's merely just a clothespin. And I found this at an auction, and it has holes. It came this way with holes on either side, so I just tied a string onto it. And then when I'm finished spinning, I'll just clip that right there to keep from losing the end. And those of you who are new to spinning, if you've never lost an end and had it get sucked onto the bobbin, then you don't know the anguish of having to cut all the fibers off a bobbin because you can't find the end because it gets buried. I've had to do that with razor blades just in order to get the yarn off the bobbin. I've had to just destroy it all. It's pretty heartbreaking. But this is one of my favorite tools. Normally I have it hanging like on this piece, or if you don't have one of those, you can also just wrap it around one of the maidens. The story on this wheel is I got it probably when I first moved up here. This would have been my second wheel that I got. I bought it at the local little health food store. And one of the women who was in my guild that I formed when I lived down in Hackensack, which is the little town I lived in just before I moved up here, she had bought it, and she was a new spinner and didn't really know what she was doing. And the wheel is warped, and she was convinced that she could not spin on it. And one of the other people in our guild who thought she knew everything said, "Oh, you can't spin on a wheel that has a warped wheel on it." And so she took it back. And of course, then I went straight up to Bemidji, which is the town that I live near. And I went in and I looked at the wheel, and I took some fibers with me, so I spun on it and tried it out, and it worked. And I dickered with a woman about the price. I said, well, gosh, the wheel is warped, and I can spin on it, but who knows how long that's going to last. And so I was able to buy this wheel for $150, which is a pretty good deal. And I've had it for many years. What's really funny about this wheel is that my best friend, who I taught to spin up here when she was having back troubles, and she wound up having surgery. She couldn't sit, she couldn't do anything but either lie down or stand, and she was going crazy and driving everybody around her nuts. So I decided to teach her to spin one day. So I taught her how to spin on a drop spindle, and then she, through word of mouth, found a wheel. Well, it turns out that the wheel that she bought is the same wheel as the wheel that I have, this one, and they're sister wheels because the two women who owned the wheels prior to us were good friends too. So it's pretty cool how the world works. Anyway, so this is my my flax wheel. I don't know if flax wheels and Saxony wheels are the same thing. But anyway, this is called a flax wheel. And that's that for my wheel.